How long has it been since you recognized that God did something miraculous in your life? Well, I had that experience this past week. A little bit different perhaps than your world. Several weeks, maybe several months ago, my wife and I, she had a little extra time, vacation time, and we decided that she was going to come with me for the first time in 41 years and go deer hunting. Last week, muzzleloader season opened up. We spent a little time in the deer stand. I promised her the moon that I'd take care of her, but I had no idea that the wow factor would kick in regarding the weather. It was wet and windy and cold and muddy, and I thought the trip was going to come to a screeching halt. But the reality is God used those moments absolutely to be a treasure and a memory that we'll never forget. The reality is I had to take good care of my wife on this very special trip. And I did my best. I gave her transportation to the deer stand because it was incredibly muddy. I had to keep a heater going in the stand to keep her warm. And I had to use pop-up blinds that she would be able to be sheltered from the misty rain and sleet. I'm telling you, it was a miserable week, weather-wise, for a muzzleloader hunt. The reality is, if you ever kept your powder dry, that was the week that you had to practice that. So I did all these precautions to protect her and have her sit by me and enjoy some moments together. But I'll tell you, there was a treasured moment in my heart. One evening, the sun was out and it was a beautiful evening, and she tucked her hand under my arm and leaned on my shoulder, and it was the greatest hunt of my lifetime. It was a memory that I'll never forget. It was an extravagant experience. For 41 years I've been trying to get her to come with me, and she finally came, and it was memorable. I want to tell you a story that's found in Matthew 26 and John 13 or John 12. It's about a lady by the name of Mary who, in an impromptu moment of passion and love for her Christ, pours an alabaster jar of perfume upon the head of Christ and his feet and washes his feet with her hair. Extraordinary moment. Such a wow factor in the heart and the soul of Jesus Christ that he said that she would be remembered for the act of love that she portrayed to Christ that moment. You think about that. We're talking about the story of the good news of Jesus Christ, where Jesus came, lived a sinless life, died on a cruel cross, and rose on the third day for you and for me, that we would live in eternity with Jesus Christ. And she will be remembered for that very act. I hope you're living in the wow factor, at least looking for the wow factor in the days of your life. God wants to do special things to us. It doesn't come without risk. Certainly there was an expense of that gift that Mary poured upon Christ, and there was great ridicule, and sometimes ridicule comes in the most unusual places. It came from the disciples. And then we finally realize Jesus blesses her because she is going to be remembered for that act. What act are you going to portray? What are you going to do to try to wow the heart of God this day? It may be a song of praise. It may be the meditation of a verse God gives you. It may be walking across the street, extending a hand of invitation of welcome. It may be a prayer that you need to pray for those that are right next to you. Live in the wow factor, because Jesus was aware and blessed this woman named Mary. God bless you this glorious day.